Hey there, my fellow lunatics. Dakon the Mad here, and today we are doing a Molten build, or a burn damage kind of build. This is kind of a fun little build, kind of a bit of a gimmicky build. I think it is right now a mid-range. I would call this a mid-game build, although at the moment of filming this would be kind of an end-game build, as it does require pretty much stuff that you can only get from the Molten Quarry. It's not the best build, but it's a fun build. There are definitely stronger builds out there, but this is a viable build. You can survive with it. You can kill bosses with it. This is a perfectly viable build, and I wanted to just kind of show it off because it's fun. It's a fun build. So let's take a look at the gear. You are going to be wearing the magma armor, all three pieces: the magma horn armor, the magma torso armor, and the magma shin armor. All three of these are required from killing Igneous in the Molten Quarry. So you have to be able to take him down. He's not an easy boss. You're going to need another strong build to be able to bring him down. But he does drop these pieces pretty frequently, so you probably won't need to kill him more than a couple of times to get all three of these. The big advantage is that each one of these applies burn damage on hits. We've got 25 burn damage from the helm, we've got another 33 from the torso, and we've got another 32 from the shin armor. So that comes out to a total of a plus 90 burn damage, and if you reinforce your armor, you're going to get an additional 14 burn damage total. So next we have got the Flame Necklace. This is going to add an additional 59 points of burn damage. And if we get the set, which we are going to do, then we're going to get a 27% critical hit damage against burning targets. And hey, our targets are always burning, so this one synergizes very nicely. You get the Flame Necklace from killing the magma slimes, or it might be the magma butterflies. One or the other. The lava butterflies, magma butterflies, whatever they're called, and then the magma slimes, those two creatures drop the Flame Necklace as well as the Flame Ring. And then you also can get the Flame Necklace or the Flame Ring from breaking destructible objects within the Molten Quarry area in general. So just go to the Molten Quarry, kill all the creatures that you can kill, and you will get the Flame Necklace eventually. You will get the Flame Ring eventually. And the Flame Ring also provides an additional burn chance. It also provides a dodge bonus, but not enough that we're really going to worry about it. Personally, I would like there to be some better rings, and I hope in the future we do get better rings, because the dodge bonus does not synergize very well with this build. However, I want the burn damage and I want the set bonus, so I take the dodge chance. The last major item for this build are the smithing gloves, and they give you a 19% damage boost against burning targets. Again, target is burning. So these are also found just by breaking destructible objects within the Molten Quarry. So go to the quarry, explore it, and you will get every item you need for this build. This gear will give us a total of 217 burn damage. And then the next thing will depend on the weapon that you want to use. Now, I think that you need to go the melee route, because this is going to be the stronger route overall. And with that, you'll have the Lava Battle Axe. This is an extremely strong melee weapon and also applies an additional 52 burn damage on hit. But if you really want to go ranged, the Fireball Staff is the ranged burn damage ranged weapon. It is much weaker. It does a lot less damage. However, you do get it pretty early on, as you can get it in the stone biome. While the Lava Axe can only be acquired from looting chests within the Molten Quarry. When I have the Lava Battle Axe equipped, I have 277 burn damage. And when I have the Fireball Staff equipped, I've got 257 burn damage. What I've actually decided to do is kind of a combination of both of them. I've got both the Fireball Staff here and I've got the Lava Axe, and when I fight bosses, I'm actually going to start off the fight with the Fireball Staff, shoot off a few blasts, and then I am going to switch to the Lava Battle Axe and do my attacks that way, which is actually going to synergize specifically well with some skills. So let's go ahead and take a look at the skill tree and see how that's all going to work. So our first skill here is in the running tree, and it's keeping tempo, which gives you a 15% damage boost after running for a short duration. So as long as you're moving around for a couple of seconds, you're going to get a 15% damage boost, and we're going to be pretty much moving around non-stop. In the ranged tree, I have weakness detection, which increases my critical hit chance by 100% for a short duration. So I am looking for this buff to activate while I'm doing those initial ranged hits. This also works with charging in, which will give me increased melee damage when I do ranged attacks. So if I use both of these to get a couple of good shots in, get the buff for both charging in and the buff for weakness detection, then I move into melee range, switch to the lava axe, and finish everything up with an over 100% crit chance and an increased and a 15% boost to my damage. In the gardening tree, we've got the thorny weapons, which gives me a 25% boost to my critical hit damage. This is very useful as we want to get those critical hits up and that crit damage boosted up as well. On the fishing tree, I've got the power of Omega-3 here to as well give me that 15% damage boost against bosses once I eat that fish food. And as we know, because my food always has it, the food is basically golden crops and fish, because that fish food is so good. Speaking of fish, let's go ahead and talk about the food. So first we have got the Elder Mold Cheese. This is a common one in most of my videos. And this is made with the Golden Pafungi, as well as the Elder Dragonfish. The Elder Dragonfish is acquired by fishing in lava. You're going to notice that this whole theme is very lava-based, as the Elder Dragonfish, the Verdant Dragonfish, the Bright Lava Eater Fish, and the Dark Lava Eater Fish, 4 out of our 5 fishes, are all fished up in lava. So when you're gathering the resources for this, you're going to be spending a lot of time in the Molten Quarry. The Tornus Kingfish, the only one that isn't found in the lava, is found by fishing water in the desert biome. Back to the actual cheese. This is the rare Elder Mold cheese. Its main benefits are critical hit chance, as well as a damage boost against bosses and protection damage reduction from bosses as well. This is the rare version, and this is the epic version. Then we have got the Verdant Pepper Wrap. This is made with the bomb peppers, as well as the Verdant Dragonfish. Gives you a melee attack speed boost, a movement speed boost, and some critical hit damage. This is the rare version. This is the epic version. Then we have got the Royal Stone Dip Snack. This is made with the Golden Carrack and the Tornus Kingfish. And with this one, you're going to get a knockback chance. You're going to get a health every few second boost. But the big one is that 63% damage boost. Here's the rare version. And here's the epic version. You also get some additional armor, which is nice. Then we have got the Bright Tropic Smoothie. This one gives a melee damage boost, a melee attack speed boost, and a bonus to your healing whenever you take a healing potion. So that's helpful whenever you take damage. You get this with the Golden Pine Grapple, as well as the Bright Lava Eater Fish. Here is the rare version, and here is the epic version. And then finally, we have the Dark Lump Soup. This has a mining damage boost, as well as a mining speed boost, and gives you a life on melee hit. Now, the mining speed boost doesn't actually matter, but the mining damage boost will give you a little bit of a mining boost, since in the mining tree, there is the skill that gives your melee damage a boost based off of your mining damage. You get this with the Golden Grumpkin. the Grumpkins you can get from opening the Samhain goodie bags in the Halloween event. And then the Dark Lava Eater. This is the rare version, and this is the epic version. So next I'm going to do some boss killing and just some roaming around in the wilds, just so that you can see the general survivability as well as the overall viability of this build. I'm not going to kill every boss. Instead, I'm just going to kill some of the bosses at the end, because I can tell you right now, this can absolutely handle all of the pre-wall bosses, and it can handle Azios pretty well, but I'm going to go ahead and show you on the Awakened Azios, because if it can take down the Awakened Azios, it can take down the regular Azios. And we're going to look at all three Titans. We're going to look at Ivy and Morpha, and we're going to go ahead and look at Malagaz as well. I'm not doing Igneous because this build cannot kill Igneous. Igneous is immune to burn damage, and so this build is pretty much useless against Igneous. Don't even try. It's sad. I will show you what it looks like to fight Igneous with this build. It's comically sad. But let's go ahead and get to the testing. Now you'll probably notice that I did the rest of this recording before the Paws and Claws update came out. So editor Dakon here with some post Paws and Claws update changes that this build has. I didn't want to redo the whole thing because 99% of it is, well, actually all of it is still accurate. It's just the only difference is now we have a pet that is themed around the burn build. So this is great. What I have done here is I have a level 10 Ember Tail, and the one that I have has 5 Flaming Treat skills. This is going to be kind of hard to get your hands on. Now, fortunately, the Ember Tail is the easiest of all of the pets to get. You just have to buy the egg off of the mining NPC, which is the one that you get when you kill Glurch at the very beginning of the game. And so you just want to buy eggs and incubate them and get them going until you get the random 5 Flaming Treats. This is, in my opinion, the best one to have. However, just you want to get as many Flaming Treats as you possibly can. If you don't want to get 5, 2 or 3 really is enough. And if you can put the rest into something like Burning Anger, which will increase the cat's burn damage overall, that's also really good. One of the great combinations is either 2 Burning Angers and 3 Flaming Treats, or 3 Burning Angers and 2 Flaming Treats. Both of those combos are also really, really good, especially if you don't have or if you're not using a burn build. Those are great because unfortunately the burn damage that the cat does not stack with the burn damage that you do. So when I have a burn build, the amount of burn damage that I do is going to be significantly more than anything the cat is going to be able to do. Although, admittedly, if you do have 5 burning angers, your cat is going to do about 216 burn damage, which is practically the same as mine. So you could, if you're completely sacrificing the flaming treat, you can have a cat with 5 burning anger that does the same amount of burn damage that you do. Unfortunately, like I said, they don't stack. So you're not gaining any advantage. The big advantage of that is if you don't want to do a burn build, your cat can be your burn build for you, which is really just fine. That's just good extra burn damage. But what really works well, and what works well for this build, is having the flaming treat, because then I'm doing the burn damage, but the cat is triggering the flaming treat and doing that burst of burn damage off of the burn damage that I am applying. So this just adds a little bit of extra damage that the cat is able to do, and it really just helps make the burn build a little bit more viable. Now, during our earlier testing, I wasn't able to kill Omeroth. Let's see if things have changed. So it's still a challenging fight, but it is doable now. Yeah, admittedly, they did retool her a little bit with the update, but I still was able to kill her. This pet makes a big difference. So there you have it, folks. This is the Molten build for burn damage. 277 burn, decent amount of melee damage, and pretty good survivability as well. This thing's able to take down pretty much every boss. It struggles a bit on Omeroth, because, I mean, everything struggles on Omeroth. And it absolutely cannot handle Igneous. But other than that, this is actually a pretty good mid-game build. So feel free to check it out, have some fun with it, and if you found ways to make it more viable, please be sure to leave comments below, because I love to hear how you've altered and tweaked your build to fit your playstyle better. Thanks again. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to hit that like button. If this is your first time here on the channel, or if you just haven't gotten around to it yet, please be sure to subscribe as well. It really does help out the channel a lot, and share this video with your friends. And until next time, stay crazy.